I still don't know how you're drawing something that small and you know what it looks like by shape.
Just, I don't know. I go to the minuscule details sometimes. Like, this is very pixelated. At first I was complaining about this program, like, oh, it's so pixelated. No, I'm so zoomed in that, everything's pixels. Let's see. Oh, that is so hard to see against that. Okay, so temporary fix. Oh, too dark. Maybe a different color, maybe orange. Okay, orange will do. I think what I'll do is kind of angle this at a certain point and then just add sharp shadows with like the pen to kind of give it like that this is a stone building kind of look.
What area is this? I don't know if I heard it before. What is
Okay,
this for?
this is supposed to be Swordfall. Like the beginning parts of the city here, I guess.
Oh, that's cool. So it's like part of like a world map sort of ish
Yeah.
thing. That's so cool, dude.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Maybe I could add more trees later on in between these two hills. I don't know. This might be a three-parter.
It's super detailed though. It's gonna be worth it. It's so cool.
Yeah, this is really fun to do. Right now I'm just trying to make this stick out. The color really doesn't matter here.
What wow, my god, my brain. What city castle? I have no idea what you're drawing technically. What are you working on now? What is this area?
City of Swordsfall.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
Mm-hmm. This will just be like a rough outlining. I'll fix it up later. I'm getting so sidetracked here. Because now I'm like, okay, I've got this. This is bothering me. Just the emptiness.
Do what's natural to you. I do that too. I like bounce back and forth between sections.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I've got to have this consistent. I've got to work on this first, then this first, but then sometimes I'm bouncing back and forth. I don't know. I guess it depends on my mood. Like, okay, this,
Exactly.
that. I think I have it on this one. Use this one. Why not add some more pine trees creeping in?
I'm so dumb because I was trying to brainstorm and I was writing the script after I started doing stuff for the animation.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have no idea where I'm even starting. I'm so everywhere. And I'm like, I think I accidentally started way earlier than I should have. So I'm like, this is probably going to be kind of long.
I need to animate some more. I'm so behind on my animations.
Well, you're doing real animation, which is frame by frame.
Sometimes I lays out and I'll be like, okay, here's a slide, here's 2 frames at once, move it fast enough it looks like it's moving good.
Okay, for stuff like that, you might actually like Live 2D because it's so fast and convenient for like conversations and stuff.
Because what I do, I'll create a rig, so basically I'll have the mouth movements, and I pretty much edit it on Sony Vegas. So I'll listen to the clip and I'm like, okay, what does this need? And if it's like go, for example, I know to get like an E looking face and then O.
I do a bunch of mouth movements in Live 2D too. But sometimes it's a little annoying, but I'm gonna have to show you how it's annoying, I guess. Sometimes it's really...
Yeah, lip syncing is... it gets irritating.
At least you do it. A lot of people don't.
Although I am kicking myself for doing it at one hand, but on the other, it looks nicer. It's kind of a double-edged sword like that, I guess. More watercolor trees, yay! There we go. Kind of makes it look like there's different varieties in the trees and whatnot.
It's looking good.
What did I do?
Wait, what's up?
I was like, what did I do? What happened to the trees?
Did you mix up a layer?
Something happened to my trees.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you might have like accidentally clicked and dragged. I do that sometimes on accident.
I wonder where that went though. Oh.
Oh, did you get that? Yeah.
Yep, I found them. They were hiding
Sometimes
from
I have to like turn off everything and then slowly turn each layer back on.
It's like, what did I do? Oh. There we go.
I still can't get over the sword bugs and friggin' sword fall.
No. I know those.
I want to draw like a rainy day aesthetic picture with us just chilling, drinking sword bugs cough.
Yep. What would we all order?
What?
I was like, what would we all order?
I guess coffee exists, so coffee with hard liquor. Is that a thing there?
I don't know. Well, you know, it might be. Milkus and Ryan would constantly one each other up with which one has the strongest alcohol.
I swear to God. The personalities in this group is so fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's too much alike, but like we all have such different personalities and way of doing things, and our interactions are so fun.
Mm-hmm. I know. One of us is like a goody two-shoes, some of us are scumbags, some of us are unapologetic scumbags.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it does that.
That scared me.
It keeps doing that. I think it's something with it being a laptop and, yeah.
Oh, is it the battery thing?
It's not really a battery thing, it says, oh hey, this thing's not working right, do you want to switch to Windows Basic? Like, no, leave me alone.
It's like, I'm just trying to do the thing, let me do the thing.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Oh.
I just realized your stuff isn't lined, is it? Like, lined? It's just like, or is it?
What?
Is it line art or like something else? I don't understand painting.
Well, this is more like a guideline art.
I just like it because it looks so stylized and so smooth.
Yeah, on paintings I try to avoid lines, but the lines are just temporarily there just for guides if I need them. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. It just depends.
Because I noticed you have the sketch, but like on the actual thing you don't do an outline, or do you? And I can't see it.
I don't, on the last few drawings I did a painted outline. Well, no wait, I did the outline, but on just regular landscape paintings, never really.
I like the look of it.
Let's see. Perhaps. Where I'm really going to have to kind of thin that out so that way it looks, I can somewhat tell if it looks natural-ish.
I think it looks great. You're so hard on yourself. What the hell?
Every detail counts.
It looks amazing. I need to stop thinking of more art projects for Swordfall.
I know, I'm terrible too. I've got one animation where, Norik was basically fessing up that he pretty much let go of that one, like, talking head character.
Yes, oh my god. I love that episode.
Like, I'm trying to animate, like, a part where he's just like, well, you have a lot to thank Herberta over. And Herberta's just kind of looking like, Really?
Her bird is so great, dude. I can't believe what happened with her and Tigger.
I know. Poor character. Poor Roberta. Oh my gosh.
Or Moldra. Isn't her name Moldra or something?
Yeah.
Something like
and
that.
he's the only one who could say her name so far.
No, I guess it's gonna be like, didn't you call her Moldy or something? Like,
yeah.
It's like a piece of shit. It's like, no, I actually didn't hear what you said, but.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I kind of want to do like a fake choose your character screen with everybody. For like no reason.
Yes. Oh gosh, I'd love to do like sprite work on all the characters. That'd be so fun.
That would be so cool. I cannot sprite work for the life of me.
It's actually pretty easy on this program. What I do is turn the anti-aliasing off, like all the way to here, and you just have like, for example, an 8x8 picture, and yeah.
That's way easier than I thought it would be.
It is. I don't know. Does it even look remotely like a castle?
One of these days I'm gonna have to get into 3D modeling. I want to do that so bad.
I know. Sad thing is, Blender's there and I'm like, it's too daunting.
Somebody told me to try Maya instead. Somebody said that the Blender's easier than it looks, but like the tutorials that people have up are really bad or something. But I downloaded it like months ago and I was trying to watch tutorials for like hours and I almost fell asleep listening to them.
Yeah. Tutorials, on one hand, they're handy, but on the other hand, it's like, oh boy.
I feel like I learn more just experimenting on my own.
I have a feeling I'm getting far too technical with this castle.
It's a perfect amount of technical. It's really good, dude. Like, you add more detail, it looks nice. It's so crisp. Like, you can see where the arches are, you can see where the tower or whatever is, and the walkways even. And that, how the hell? Yeah, it's seriously, I don't know, something in my art brain is just not functioning in that way for some reason. Need to do one of those learning how to draw with the left side of your brain was. Something like that.
Let's see. I think that'll be good enough.
It looks beautiful, dude.
Should probably add shading though to it on top of it.
The fact that there's so much detail from that far away is just like insane. You're so not lazy. I think my problem is I'm just lazy 90% of the
I feel like I'm lazy at times, but when it comes to pictures, it's like, okay, well, it depends on my mood though. Sometimes I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's why I'm working on silly stuff instead of more intense stuff.
I can't blame you there.
Like, I want to do the fight scene so bad, I'm gonna have to do frame by frame for that, and I'm like,
Oh,
my brain.
yes. If you need a background artist, I could do.
Dude, if you have any backgrounds, by all means, holy crap.
Yeah, that'll do.
I found out Clip Studio at least works on my computer and it doesn't on my tablet. Like, for some reason, the animation function, like, in timeline just does not work on my tablet.
The animation program's kind of garbage, to be honest.
It is, though. But I need, like, a timeline so I can at least play it back.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not super experienced with frame by frame, so I need to make sure it looks right, or if I need to add more. And I guess I could always save the 6 or 8 frames that it allows and then just continue it from there.
I just hate how that is. It's like, really? You make us pay so much for, like...
Yeah, at least 10 or 20 would have been fine by me, too. Because that's usually at least enough for, like, a sword swing or something like that.
Yeah. But... the version I have, it said 24 frames, and I'm like, okay, 24 frames total. I can do that. I animate with less. Well, 24 frames per second. At first,
Maybe
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, no, it's 24 frames total. Like, how do I do anything with that?
Well, what I was thinking, maybe I should try to at least upgrade to that one. But, I was thinking of just doing, like, as much as it sucks, one movement, like, sword swing there, and then the next one just copy and paste the last frame and the first one, and then continue.
Ooh, you could, use, like, the technique of watercolor stills in some moments. I know that's kind of a cheap move, but it does come handy. Okay, so, you know, like in anime scenes where they just cut to a still frame on something? Like during an intense scene?
No. I'm confused.
So basically, like, what they'll do is have, like, it's like a super stylized painted picture for one frame, well, for like a scene. But it's to convey action, but at the same time making it less...
Oh, like sort of when they're holding the weapon, but they have the rushing thing in the background, or am I mistaken?
It's kind of to cut on animation. It's pretty much just like a still frame, but they'll have noise and sound and all that, but it's just to focus on the characters.
I hear what you're saying, like the sword slash and stuff, and just
Which, it'll work for one or two scenes, but obviously not the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely not. It's mainly the running and jumping and backflips that makes me want to chop my head off.
Yeah.
My character's fighting style. See, Ash showed me his fighting style and like some references when I asked him, and I was like, oh, that's easy enough to do. That's fine. And then my character, the way I picture him, is kind of like Mugen from Samurai Champloo, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh gosh. I can picture that.
Yeah, just the flips and like the spinning and stuff, and I'm like, oh no.
I think I'm done for now. I'm just goofing off now. Mentally, I'm like, I did a good amount.
You definitely got a lot done.
And I'm just goofing off.
I wish there was this thing that I used to have years ago. It was like a chat where people could hang out and draw in like a chat or something. I wish they still had those because those are super fun.
I think I've seen one or two, but I actually haven't heard about them until just recently, but Then again, I didn't have good internet until, like, years later.
I have to find one, because that might be fun to just, like, do, like, silly little drawings, like... Because I know Guy and me were, like, drawing on the friggin' Roll20 page, and he's like, oh, I went and grabbed my tablet, and I'm like, that's not fair. Somebody trying to draw with a mouse.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, dude.
Yep. I think I'm done for now. Bye, everyone.